Hey there, welcome back to the channel. So today we're just doing random stuff today. So trying to build this, I don't know, screwing around building stuff. Uh, Ended up finding a bunch of water and everything. So yeah, so forget about that for now. I'm gonna go over here. Um, so I was just putting up my Christmas tree, putting out my Christmas decorations. I just put up a bunch of lights, stuff like that. Trying to get a little holiday spirit going here in 2020. Miserable freaking year. uh, so yeah, so I just trying to doing a lot of mining and just trying to market so I can find my way. It seems like I need to add a train track over here for sure because it's getting kind of deep. So let's see. And what I need, I think I need some experience. So I'm going to go over and get some experience. Now, how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to my spawner setup, and put it to survival mode. See, do I have a thingamajigger? No, I don't. Let me make a minecart. You know what I mean. Okay, got a minecart. We're all good there. And yes. So let's go over here. It's night. It's not night yet, but it's turning into night. Okay, go over here. Boom, go. Go. All right, see, I fixed that. So now we can just go up the hill. Okay, let's go. Shift, go faster. Faster. All right, here we go. So I think I'm gonna hop off right over here. Boom. There it is. Good. All right. Got off the train. Boom. Okay. Go down here. Whoa. It locked up. Uh-oh. What happened? Wow, that was really weird. I don't know what happened there. That was really, really weird. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, let's see, spawner. Okay, see, I put a sign up so I can remember where the heck I'm going. See that? You can put a sign up if you want, you know? I mean, I'm telling you. Sometimes you kids think you know like everything. You're like, oh, I don't need a sign. And then like you find your way sort of half the time. Other half the time you don't. But that's like, it's like when you're dealing with complexity. That's the biggest thing. When you're dealing with complexity, the more complex things get, the more you need to kind of find a way to kind of just get things organized for yourself. It's like at work. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, you kidding me? Like you just have to, it's like the critical thing. If you don't get it organized, you just like, and it happens to us all. It's funny because I was the other day, we're like, oh, there was like stuff being filed. Like with the way it works is you have like different programs for like bugs. They call it a bug, and it gets assigned to someone to fix the bug. And yeah, what happens is like it's like stuff is missing. People are like, oh, yeah, filing the bug again because it got lost and no one ever fixed it. And we're like, oh, geez, okay, that kind of happens. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is I have my sword, right? That's good. Now I don't want those stupid little things, those baby zombies. I could use a hat. Do I have any hats in here? Oh, I do. Leather hat, armor, +2 armor, +1 armor. Any better hats? No, I'll go with that. E, boom, boom, good. Okay, get rid of this garbage. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, it's coming back to me. Oh, is it going in there? Okay. Wait, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Why doesn't that one go in the hole? Why doesn't it do it? Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Get in there. Get in there. Go down in the little hole and don't let me collect you again. Oh, I see. It's popping out for some reason. Stupid thing. Okay. All right, gonna go back here. So I need some experience here. So I can, well, maybe what I should do is I should try to see if I can survive. So maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a little survival mode here. The question is, here's the thing. Can I make it back? Do you think I can make it back? I need a bow, but you know what I need for a bow is I need that string you get. This string. Okay, I should be able to make a bow, right? All right, let's see if I can make a bow. And we go like that. Make a bow. Something like that, right? No? Like that? Like that? How the heck do we do this? Oh, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to find it. How to make a bow in Minecraft. Thank you. No, I don't need all that. I just need this really easy one that tells me really quickly. I need 3 sticks, 3 strings, okay? Like that. So it kind of looks like a bow. That makes sense, right? Okay, let's try it. So it should look like a bow, like that. And then what you do is you put this here, there's your string. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna make 2 of them. Over here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna go do it on this one. I'm gonna just try to get my experience here. How do I make arrows? How do I make arrows? Oh, I think I need that flint. Do I have flint? I unloaded the flint. Yeah, I did. I have feathers. I know I need feathers, sticks, and either iron or flint. I think I need flint. Where's the flint? I have flint somewhere. It's not here. Is that enough experience? What I want to do, I just want to save my pickaxe. Okay. Maybe I want to chant that. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a run for it. I think I'm going to make a run for it back. Let's see, do I have everything I need? I should have a minecart. Oh, I don't have a minecart. So I'm going to climb on the train. Oh man, if that blows up though. See, because the thing is, if I do the minecart, that's going to be risky. Going to do this, followed by this, followed by this, like that. Okay, and I'm going to try to go and see if I can make it. But I don't have arrows because I need the flint, which I have at the other base. So all I have to do is get to the other base. Here's the challenge. Can I make it to the other base? Is it daylight or is it night? Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to make it easy. I don't want to make it too hard. Like that's crazy if I make it like that. Okay, let's go. All right, here we go. We're going to try. I'm going to see if I can make it back to the other base. Got my sword out. Try to move quick. Move quick. All right, here we go. Think I can do it? No, there's going to be stuff. The zombies shouldn't be a big deal, but oh gosh, if I run into like a okay, this guy is a problem. Come on. Okay. Good. See, I got gunpowder. I can use that. Okay, now this guy. So I have to run at him, get him, and then quickly move back before he explodes. If he explodes on me, I don't get the gunpowder. I want the gunpowder. So I make some TNT. Come on, get it. Okay, good. Oh, I didn't get gunpowder that time. Hey, don't leave the gunpowder. I almost died for that. Okay, 2 gunpowder. All right, we're good. All right, here we go. I don't have a lot of armor. I'm in pretty weak shape for this. This is not good. I'm going to see if we can make it up all the way. Yeah, so this is part of my Peace and Love series. What is peace? What is love? Well, I don't know. But peace is, I don't know. It'd be nice if we all lived in peace and love, wouldn't it be nice? But the thing is, here's the thing. There always has to be conflict. It's just a matter of, can we have conflict? Oh, it's daylight, so I'm, okay. So the thing is, can we have conflict where the consequence of the conflict isn't like the extinction of humanity? You know, you always have to have conflict. So you really, it's never like you're always in peace. But there was that guy, there was one of those guys that said, a bad peace is better than a good war. And I don't know who said that. I need to look that up. But it's quite a good thing to say. You know, it's funny because in the US, we seem to have so many people that just like, yeah, well, there was a period with the neocons and GW and stuff where it's like, yeah, people just wanted war. Like, just, like, they just wanted it. It's like amazing. Like, the whole thing with, like, the Second Iraq War was like, oh my gosh, we just have to go to war. It's just amazing. You know, it's like, things are like, it's like, really? Shouldn't it be like a high bar, you know, to go to war? But no, apparently not. So, yeah, so it's just very interesting. Let's see. Let's try to enchant this. Maybe it'll be better. Knockback 1, Smite 4. Oh, Smite 4. Okay, so if I can get to level 30, I can get Smite 4 on that sword. Okay, so if I go back and I'm at experience 22 and I get my experience up, I can make this work. Now, the question is, I have to make back to that base and go hiding. Uh-oh, night's coming. Oh, I'm in dog poo. Now, here's what I'm concerned about. I don't want to lose my track. Like, the thing is, if like, if there's like a creeper on the track, I'll hit him, he'll blow up, and it'll just blow up my train track. It's the only risk, but we'll see what happens. Oh, but I needed the flint. I was going to get the flint. Man, I'm like disorganized today. What the heck am I doing? All right, get off here. Let's go back down. Maybe I have some flint here. Let me check these chests over here. Maybe I have some over here. All right, let's see. Yeah, flint, coal. I don't like coal. I need flint. Stupid thing. All right. All right, we're going back down to the spawner thingy. Should be a lot of zombies in there. Should be like pretty good haul. Let's see. Can I get some flint? Yeah, right here, right? Or is that holding up lava? Let's see. That's holding up lava, so I don't want to go do that. So it's not good. Yes, here we go. All right, going through. Ooh, right there. Just do that. So I think I get some flint here, so I can make some arrows as well for my bow. And I do this. I think I can do this. Come on, are we getting flint or what? Where's my flint? Ah, come on. Okay, I think I got it. Good, I heard it go click, click, click. All right. Good. Okay, this is very good. But it's funny kind of right now, it's like we have, well, it's going to be interesting. So right now we have a new president, President-elect B, and B is going to be interesting because he's got, it's very interesting how things have turned, like back in the day when like GW was the P, it was like, there's a lot of criticism because of the wars that he started in the Middle East, which, yeah, I mean, he did do a lot. But the thing is with him is that, with the current president, he was trying to get us out of there. But of course, he was sort of like, I would view, incompetent in terms of managing. In other words, if you have a plan and you're like, okay, I want to do this. And so, for example, I want to do A, or I want to move my troops out of the Middle East and get out of some of these wars like in Afghanistan. And then you hire a guy like Bolton to lead up your Department of Defense or whatever, and you get all these guys like Bolton and Pompeo in there. It's like, okay, and these guys are like, no, we want to stay there. We want to expand the wars. And so it's like, okay, well, why did you hire these people? It's not like you didn't know as well. That's what's sad about it. It's like, it's not like you didn't know. These are pretty public about their opinion. These guys are like we need more wars in the Middle East at all times in all places, right? So it's just like, okay, fine. But yeah, so he never could get out, but now we got the B-man going in, and B-man is more of like a Hillary kind of person, and she's got a lot of, look, a lot of bad stuff happened. That's all you can say. Is like, you look at what happened in with Gaddafi and all that, and Gaza, all these different things that happen. And the simple fact is that, like a Hillary and that group of people, and Biden and his group of people are happy to like start more wars for some reason. It is very weird, right? It's sort of the opposite of what you think it would be, but turns out to not be the case. So we're going to see. I mean, I guess if you should buy some defense stocks, I'll buy some defense stocks. That'll be good for us all. Make some money. More money. That's all it is, right? Ooh, look at that. Okay. Can I hold up against these guys? Oh, I'll take that. So it'll be interesting to see. So I don't know. I don't see much peace. But I guess that's always the thing, right? You have to figure out the difference between, what's worth fighting for. And then you have to think about your objectives, Like right now you have the three, we're going to call it 3-letter word group running around the country, vandalizing things and rioting, just doing all these horrible things. And what are they doing it for? Who the hell knows? I mean, at this point, who knows? I mean, they have a name for their organization, and it's like, well, what you're doing isn't really supporting what you're saying you support, right? You're not making your case. It's kind of like, it's really sad. Not only it's not only that you're not making your case, it's that you're actually making things worse for the people that you're claiming that you want to help, And, you know, it's really sad because, you know, we have obviously like Martin Luther King was really big here in terms of his involvement in the civil rights movement in the 60s. I mean, and there was a lot of violence there. I mean, the thing is, you know, there's a lot of civil rights leaders and protesters and people that died in the South. You know, they were like, whoops, you know, another group of 3 civil rights people that got lost somewhere in Alabama or wherever, right? So this kind of thing happened, you know, and here we are now. We've turned around to this point where now we have this 3-letter organization running around yelling and screaming at people at restaurants, assaulting people, threatening people, using only what I can describe as fascist type tactics. And to be clear what that means, like, it's like, look, if you look, in many ways, I sort of wonder if what's happening now is like an echo of the 30s. If you look in the 30s before World War II, you had a lot of fascism going on, you know, obviously led to the guys in Germany. And also there was also the guys in El Duce and stuff. And the thing is, you know, you have to look at what they did. The violence that they used in the 30s, all those things that they use, that's being used right now. I mean, it hasn't gotten to the scale yet of what was done in the 30s, but it started out small. It started out with just people intimidating people on the streets. You know, that's how it always starts. And so from my perspective, if you look at who's using the violence, it's like, hey, it's the 3-letter people, right? They're using the violence and they're getting away with it. And they're not, and very few people are stopping them. And they're not being called out for it. So it's just incredibly pathetic to me. And it's not peaceful, you know. I mean, it's really interesting because like when all the Floyd George stuff was going on, there was like, yeah, there were some peaceful protests. I was in the San Diego area. And I remember one time I was driving downtown. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's this big protest, probably a couple hundred people. But it was, you know, example of a great protest because it was very peaceful. There was like 20 cops on bicycles behind them. And then there was like one cop car, you know, with a supervisor, I imagine. And the thing was, it was kind of funny. Like if you were going in the direction they were going, the whole road was blocked off. You know, police didn't block it off. They're just walking down the middle of the road. But the thing was, it was peaceful. And so more power to those people. You know, they were peacefully protesting, and that's how it should be. But, you know, you compare it to other things that have happened out there. You know, people are just like vandalizing things, rioting, throwing things through windows. And then really this tactic of like yelling at people. I mean, it's so bad that you have this these kind of things where it's like there's this video of a rally, and you know the 3-letter protesters come out at this tea rally, right? And they come out and they start like, you know, of course, causing problems. But what was really interesting, there's video there, and it's a woman of color, and she's with her kid, and she has a T-shirt on, right? You know, supporting tea. And this 3-letter protester, whatever, comes up and hits her. And it's like, so it's just amazing. It's like, what is, and the thing is, the 3-letter protester would actually happen to be white. It's like, you're just kidding me, right? You're just like freaking kidding me. Like, this is acceptable? I mean, right now, it's just something that's beyond comprehension what's going on right now. And it's funny because we're in this lull, right? Because we have a new president, and, you know, there's this, the whole perception from the media, at least, is like, hey, this is gonna, you know, this is gonna resolve all the issues. The problem was the other guy, right? And is that gonna be the case? And, you know, no, it's not. It's clearly not going to be the case. And you can say, well, I'm being a pessimist or whatever, but it's just obviously not gonna magically resolve anything. There's going to be this honeymoon period, and then after the honeymoon period is gone over, it's going to be like, oh, I mean, the people that are upset and pissed off and rioting in the street, and these people are still pissed off. It's not going to change. It's not. There's no magical thing that's going to change here because they don't care. You know, they don't care. That's the thing that's lost on this. Like, they don't care about this. They don't care about who people voted for or whatever. They don't. It's very clear. And so it's just really, you know, it's kind of going to be interesting to see because, you know, basically I mean, you know, B-Man is going to have to like figure out how to deal with this. And it's going to be very interesting because the media is going to have to figure out how to deal with it too. Because before it was all the T-Man problem, and now it's going to be B-Man's problem, and the media is going to have to try to. And maybe it'll be good in a way, because maybe what'll happen is the media will just have to back up the B-Man, and the B-Man will have to just try to squelch some of the worst of the violence. But you know, it's just this notion that, oh, it was all because of T-Man. It's like, no, not really. It's not that simple. Nothing is ever that simple, you know. So that's just all sort of the pathetic nature of this. So hopefully things will calm down. It's interesting now because we're in December, early December 2020, and the vaccines are coming out. So, you know, it's very interesting. It could just, in one sense, this could all go away, you know, because like you look at it, they could just kind of buy people off. You know, it's like kind of like, okay, we're going to have a stimulus and just buy people off, keep them happy. And with stimulus checks, I mean, it could all happen, right? And then in that way, it'd just be all resolved, I guess, you know, like nothing to worry about, right? So but it doesn't really resolve the issues. None of the issues are really resolved. So it's just going to be a honeymoon, I think. And then give it a year from now, and there's going to be something will happen. There's always something that will happen and trigger things. But and then at that point, you know, then there'll be like unrest again, and there'll be problems, and we'll see what happens. So it'd be nice to live in a peaceful world. And the really thing is, so first of all, you know, obviously I'm living in the States, and obviously it is a very peaceful place. I know it doesn't seem that way in some ways, but compared to what some people are going through in other parts of the world, I mean, give me a break. I mean, there's people living in, you know, under warlords, stuff like that. And it's just, you know, horrible. So I certainly, I appreciate, and in a way I'm spoiled, right? I'm spoiled because of what I have. But on the other hand too, it's not really a great thing to have the supposed leader of the free world having this much conflict. You know, it's not really a good thing, because if we're having the conflict, everyone else is, it will spread to everyone else too. And it shouldn't be that way, but it sort of will be that way, at least for now. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all I had to talk about, just yip-yapping about that. And I think I'll just say too, you know, I come from this, you know, really from a peaceful perspective. You know, I'm not trying to judge anyone. I think that there's been a lot of, you know, legitimate problems, and people are working to, you know, improve those. And I certainly respect that. It's just from my perspective that, like, hey, it needs to be peaceful. And if you're not being peaceful about it, I would say that you're causing more harm. You know, you're causing more harm. You know, it's really, you know, I don't know a lot about the civil rights movement, but it's very clear that, you know, we celebrate Martin Luther King's Day, and you know, and we don't celebrate some of the more other leaders that were calling for violence. And the reason for that is because he was doing it peaceful. And then, but more importantly, I would say that he accomplished more than any of those other people that were calling for violence, right? You know, because at the end of the day, you know, what are you going to do when you're going to roll up on tanks? Tanks are going to roll up on you. What are you going to do? Gandhi knew this, you know, Gandhi knew this. Martin Luther King did, and many other people, many other great leaders. And I'm not sure that we have that right now. I wouldn't think that any of these people are, would measure up to them at all. And of course, I don't measure up to them at all. You know, I mean, I'm dog piss in the ocean or whatever. I'm nobody, but I'm not saying that I am, right? So that's the only thing. So yeah, so that's about it. So gosh, I'm gonna just, man, I really need to let this go and build up and get a good war chest. All right, well, that's it for this. Talk to you guys later. Bye.